In a world of competing priorities like the recent migrant influx in Europe, the Syrian war, and continuing acts of terrorism, some argue that supporting good governance and rule of law are key to stability in developing economies.
We make the case that the mission of MCC, which is how do we reduce poverty through economic growth, and we know how important opportunities and growth is for stability and for future and to address America's values overseas.
Dana Hyde, Chief Executive Officer of the Millennium Challenge Corporation, recently traveled to countries such as Senegal, where the MCC has spent $540 million.
We were able to see the road and the investment we've done. We were also able to go to one of the irrigation facilities where the water is flowing in and helping the farmers come back to the region.
Benin also receives MCC aid totaling $754 million. Omar Aruna is the country's ambassador in Washington.
A major part of that first compact help reorganize the port, rebuild the port, which has become very functional now, who by all standards is one of the best ports in the west coast of Africa.
A second project will address the energy sector, which Aruna calls essential to development in Africa.
About $136 million will go to the generation of power, basically. But before that, you have about $41 million who probably will go to what they call the restructuration of basically the laws, the institutional reform, as they call it.
MCC works with about 45 countries around the world. Hyde says in many of those, much of the focus has been on leveraging private capital.
That will be a focus of what we do in El Salvador. We're also going to look at education, the nexus between vocational education and actual job training that we can do in creating markets for that. We're in the Philippines. We have built a road that actually was right in the center of where the typhoon recently came and withstood that and was an artery for recovery during that time.
While some are taking full advantage, others say the process can at times be too complicated. But Hyde says the scorecards used to determine eligibility can help countries beyond MCC. In Washington, Miriama Diallo, VOA News.